Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. Glad to have you. Why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe and that bell and maybe a like. That'll help a geezer out a lot. You know, the YouTube algorithms depend on people watching and liking the video. So if you can do that, it would really help us out a lot. You know, I've been doing some of my intros, and this has nothing to do with motorcycles, but I've been doing them from my front yard. But check this out. Yeah, I've been doing them right there. The last time I did one, as I was shutting that down, a black snake ran right across my foot. And I don't know about you, but I hate snakes. So anyway, I'm about to take the crush out on a little run, just kind of a shakedown before Daytona, and make sure everything's okay. I put a little extra weight in the trunk, and I want to see how that trunk feels, as because it changes that center of gravity. So stick around, we're going to go for a little ride. Hey, welcome back to the channel, folks. It's just time for one more test ride before Daytona. Put a little extra weight in that tour pack to kind of simulate what I'm going to have. Makes this thing top heavy as hell. Not crazy about that. I don't really like riding with a tour pack, but sometimes you can't avoid it. Center of gravity is just way different, so you got to be careful. So it was a beautiful day for a ride, so I said, you know, I got a pretty crazy week coming up, so I'll just do it today. I got to run down and get some oil, I think. Not that I need any, but I don't like to travel without it. Mostly because I travel alone. I don't know what it is about that, but the older I get, the more I travel alone. It just seems to be a thing. Of course, when I was younger, even 10 years younger, traveled with a lot of guys. I traveled with the club. We used to go up to the Black Hills just for the weekend. I've got pictures of 10 or 12 of us going up there and coming back. It was actually, I think it was the last week of August, right before Labor Day. Got snowed on the way back until we hit Colorado. Had to open my visor just for a second. But I'm thinking I'm starting to enjoy riding alone. Not that I have any choice, but Mrs. Geezer does not like it. She would rather I travel with somebody. At least one other bike can make a much better visible target. 2 or even 4 would be great, but it is not in the cards for me. I've kind of ridden with a couple of groups that I've gotten in on, but yeah, nobody's jumping up to invite me on the rides. And I think, hey, maybe because I got cameras all the time and they don't like it, which, that's probably true. But riding alone, I get to go where I want. I get to be spontaneous if I want to stop for coffee or do lunch somewhere or just change direction. Now, riding alone is just become my normal thing. Oh, I love this old town. That's another thing I get to do is I take off to some of these little towns in Florida, and there are a ton of them. And I can just change directions and go. And the little towns all look like where I live in Parish. We just went through another little town for breakfast this morning. A little town called Palmetto. We were in the historic section, which actually we've never been there. But found a cool place for brunch, and it was awesome. We are pretending the world is not in chaos and trying to live a normal life. This might get me banned, but hey, just trying to tell the truth here. Yes, some of these, like these old gas stations, man, they've been around since the 40s. Yeah, that tour pack is feeling kind of heavy. Ooh, there is that huge divot. Nice. They gotta fix that. I think it's like 6 inches deep. Of course, if I had my old shocks, it wouldn't have even been that good. Yeah, you can tell a lot of construction going on. Some of the roads are getting tore up, but they're just going to wait to fix them until they have to put the new road in. I guess I can't move. It's just the way Florida's growing. Yeah, I love some of these old houses. But it's like everywhere else, it's starting to explode here. A few thousand more houses expected around here. I don't know how many of you ride alone. Do it by choice. Do it because nobody wants to ride with you, or maybe your schedule is different. My schedule is pretty flexible though. I'm kind of semi-retired in that I kind of choose my own hours. Sometimes, you know, when I'm up at 4:30 or 5:30 in the morning, I'll do quite a bit of work, and then warms up, I might go for a bike ride in the late afternoon. So Mrs. Geezer is not going to let me ride long distance anymore, alone. Ever since I went to the K River and broke my leg, she said, "You're done." So I could trailer long distance, or I can go to places like Daytona. It's only 3 hours. She doesn't feel it's very far. Not like 2 days running up to Oklahoma. Although I prefer that. I do like meeting up with other bikers on the road. To me, you get it's a better chance to meet other bikers on the road when you're alone, stop at restaurants, gas stations, hang out, drink coffee, talk a little bit. So when I'm in Daytona, I'm trying to meet up with a couple of YouTubers there. I know one of the other guys travels alone too. We kind of had the same attitude towards riding. He rides with groups sometimes, but mostly he's alone. I totally get that. I am going to be trying to do a thing with the Patriot Guard. I've been with the Patriot Guard forever, but I haven't joined them down here in Florida yet. So I think I'm going to do a video on that. I've met a few of them, and they're nice guys. It's not as much call for them anymore, although getting into WWW3 maybe unfortunately more of a need for them, which is not good. So the bike seems to be acting okay. Oh. Tire pressure's within bounds. I will check them before I leave. Top off the tank. I am taking the back roads up so I can bypass a lot of 4. I-4 is probably the most dangerous interstate going up to Daytona. It's because of Disney. People are just nuts, and I try to bypass Disney when I can, or hit it early in the morning before the place opens. It's a crazy road. Don't like it, but sometimes you have to ride a certain section of it to keep where you're going. I could take all back roads, but it would take 6 hours, and the way I'm going is taking 3 hours and 15 minutes, and I'm hitting somewhere about halfway up 4. And that cuts off a real bad section. I don't have to go through Tampa. Tampa at 75 and 4 is a nightmare. One of these days I'm going to take off from the Ocala National Forest, and I'll have to go up 75, so I'm going to get to it. But I think the woman will not let me go alone. Sorry about the wind noise. It's hot. So I'm just going to come around here, finish this little test, and finish packing the bike for Daytona. I'll be leaving at the ass crack of dawn, which is a little chilly. Did I say ass again? I think I did. I don't think you're supposed to say that on YouTube. I'm looking forward to it. I'm staying at a pretty decent hotel up just north of Ormond Beach, Flagler Beach, up there. I always look forward to Daytona. Got another meet and greet up there. I think I posted the poster for that. If not, I'll try to stick it on the end of this video. If it's a decent JPEG. Alright folks, well, the next time we meet again, it will be Daytona.